Gonna let a little flooding slow down the training. Just a little flooding. Alright, so logical thing to do would probably be to get things kicked off with like the easiest trick or whatever. So we're going to start with the safety vault. Probably the best thing to start with is a little ninja roll to protect yourself in case you screw up. But this thing right here is so easy. You don't got to worry about that. So basically a safety vault, you just put one leg up on the wall and then put your other leg over it. So if you put your left hand down, your left leg is going to come up, and then your top leg goes over. That's it. As you can tell by how extremely excited I am right here, not a very impressive move, not a whole lot of fun to do, but you know, whatever, you gotta start somewhere, and as you can see there, you can progress this into a speed vault. This is easy. Basically, you just slowly gain confidence doing that over and over until eventually that inside leg doesn't have to touch. So left no longer has to touch, that just kicks over and then your outside leg actually lands. The thing to pay attention to with that is that you land facing forward instead of turning. If you turn to the side, then you're doing kind of a turn vault, but you're doing a turn vault wrong. So like I said, the important thing is land facing forward. Next up on the list, you're probably going to want to do like a lazy or thief vault. Doesn't really matter to learn both. Some people say that you should learn both and you should learn them from both sides. I think that'll just confuse you because then you'll forget which one you want to throw at the last minute. So I'd say just pick one that you like and stick with it. And basically all this is start it the same way. Just do a safety vault. So essentially just turn. This time, instead of facing the wall like this, you're going to turn so that it's, you know, facing your shoulder or whatever. And then, same exact thing. Your inside leg, if it's left hand, that would be your left leg, goes up on the wall, and then your other leg kicks over, but remember, don't turn. So this time, the wall is going to be on your left. You're going to go up with your left leg, boom, left leg drops down, right leg comes up, boom, landed on the wall, safety that too, and then land facing the same direction. That's the key to doing lazy and thief vaults, and that's pretty much it. Eventually, you'll get good enough to where you can skip your first leg, just like the speed vault that you just learned, or you can, you know, whatever, you can skip the other leg, hop off, whichever one you want to, depending on what feels more natural or what you like the look of. That's pretty much it for that. Just try to, you know, do less safety on it to where you skip one of your legs, and then from there, the next thing to do would be a Kong vault. First start with a box jump, where basically you're just jumping up and doing those precisions like we started to do the other day. Essentially, just landing on your toes, keeping your heels off, or if that's too sketchy for you, just land with one foot like that, while the crane and the other leg drop down. If you just want to land on the balls of your feet, but feet without your heels hanging off, that's cool too. It's not as like pretty, I guess, not as trendy. Now what they're doing is the whole heels gotta hang off thing. Personally, I think that's stupid. As long as you're landing on the balls of your feet and then your heels, where that actually is on the precision landing, who cares? But anyways, so you do that with the box jump, but the difference between a box jump and a regular jump is, first, okay, so like you swing your arms, okay, then you jump, and then when you're in the air, you pull your knees up, then land down on it. So, I guess that's pretty much it for box jumps. You probably already knew what those were, but whatever. So after you have those box jumps down, the next step is basically just take your hands, and this is going to be kind of stupid feeling and looking, but I've taught so many people how to do monkey and Kong vaults just from this one stupid trick. Basically, just take your hands, slap them on the thing you're about to box jump, and then immediately box jump. So you're gonna look like an idiot. You're just like jump, but you know, whatever. It gets you used to that idea, because this move is a little bit of an illusion. you're not actually pulling, you're not actually grabbing onto the obstacle and then pulling your legs through while still being attached to the obstacle with your hands. There's a brief moment there. I mean, some people do that, but they're pros who've been doing it for forever, and it's not actually the correct way to do it. But anyways, there's like a brief moment where you, after your hands push, your hands lift back up, and then your feet go through it. So it's actually not that far off from practicing just slapping it and then box jumping up. And then eventually you'll start leaning more and start, actually pushing into it more, and then that's going to cause it to be more of a vault. It's going to bring you up, and then your knees can go through it, and then you land like a box jump. To turn that into like a dive cone, really all you have to do is the exact same thing, except you're diving into it. So it's less of pushing down and going up, and more diving in and then pulling behind you so that you go, well, from this perspective, I would be going like that way. But anyways, we kind of face the ground or the obstacle or whatever. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Do those basic moves, and that's that and cat leaps are all you really need to know to do parkour. To do a cat leap, this is exact same technique, except opposite. When you're jumping against a wall and you want to land on it, your feet hit first and then your hands. But there's a lot, cat leaps and tic-tacs have their own separate, I want to do a different video for them because there's a whole lot to go over with all of that. So for now, the vast majority of what you need for parkour is going to be in just these few moves that you learned. If you want to get more into free running and stuff like that, then you got to learn all the flips and all that kind of crap. But as far as this goes, this can get you through almost any obstacle going in almost any direction, and burns weight, really good for, getting that explosive type of stuff that I'm always talking about with tricking and all that. Saves you from having to run a bunch of sprints to burn fat off, Yeah, that's pretty much it.